Material Bidders, a platform for buyers and suppliers of construction materials. Material Bidders is a specialized IT-driven company, developing a web-based application at www.materialbidders.com, that constitutes a platform for buyers and suppliers of construction materials, for a more efficient, transparent procurement process, to get the right material. Buyers, real estate developers, contractors of construction materials, by registering in Material Bidders, should have a quick access to a large number of specialized suppliers, both local and international. Buyers, it's time to power your procurement. Suppliers of construction materials, certified dealers, distributors, official applicators, contractors, both local and international, are able to widen their exposure into the local markets and regionally. Suppliers, it's the chance to expand your sales. How to use the site. Buyers activities. First, you have to register as a buyer. The process is easy and straightforward.
Creating and posting projects and packages for direct purchase or bidding.
Once registered, you can create new projects and packages within these projects, and post them to reach suppliers of the different materials.
Evaluation of tenders.
You will receive responses to your tenders, both technical and financial, that you can evaluate. You can also select a short list of suppliers for a second round of tendering.
Select supplier.
Then you should select one supplier among the tenderers to proceed with.
Negotiate contract.
You get a chance to negotiate the contract and its terms with the suppliers to reach a final agreement on all terms.
Sign contract.
Signing the contract takes place between the buyer and supplier without the involvement of Material Bidders, either personally or digitally. Material Bidders only follow up the process to make sure that parties comply with the agreed upon time schedule.
Receive package.
Once the buyers receive the package or get materials installed, depending on your terms with the suppliers, you inform Material Bidders that the job is done.
Evaluate supplier performance.
Once the transaction is over, you will be asked to evaluate the performance of the supplier according to a number of criteria. Your evaluate is important for the future selection of the supplier by other buyers. Suppliers activities.
Registration.
As a supplier, first you have to register. You can either select to supply only or supply and apply if you are a contractor or applicator.
Defining CSI.
When you register, make sure you define the CSI code of the material you want to supply. If you don't know the CSI code of your material, you select from a menu of materials, and also search for the best item that describe your material from search engine available with the selection process.
Receiving tenders.
Once your registration is complete, you will be able to receive tenders and RFIs, request for information, for the material you have selected to supply and apply.
Responding to tenders.
When you receive tender, you have the option of either accept to tender for it or reject it, so that it does not show on your list of tenders. Once you accept, you will be able to respond to the tender on the due date, technically and financially. Your financial offer will not be disclosed to buyers until the deadline of the tender.
Negotiate contract.
When you receive tender, you have the option of either accept to tender for it or reject it, so that it does not show on your list of tenders. Once you accept, you will be able to respond to the tender on the due date, technically and financially. Your financial offer will not be disclosed to buyers until the deadline of the tender.
Sign contract.
If you are selected from the buyer for your best offer, you will be in contact with the buyer directly to negotiate the contract and finalize all terms.
Prepare and send package.
Once the contract is signed, you will have to prepare and send the package and may be installing the materials if part of the agreement, according to the set time schedule.
Evaluate buyer performance.
The final step after delivery of the materials or installing them, is to evaluate the performance of the buyer you dealt with. Your feedback is important in order to benefit future suppliers in dealing with that same buyer you dealt with. Now register and be among the 1,000 users, to get free registration for 3 months, for all application features. Application main features. Security in logging in. Material Bidders tries hard to secure its website through multiple levels of security. Your account shall be secured according to the terms of use of the website. Expand the business network regionally and globally of both buyers and suppliers. Newsletters. All users get notification of new projects/materials/systems in the market. Procurement process tracking by Material Bidders. Tracking feature helps both buyers and suppliers staying aware of deadlines according to the time schedule determined by both until transaction is completed. Faster and more efficient communication. Material Bidders allow its users to communicate faster and more efficiently through a number of features like chat windows, that facilitates discussion and request for information between buyers and suppliers. Confident buyers and suppliers. Full data of supplier's company should be available so that its identity can be verified by buyers, before transaction is accomplished. Efficiency. Users can create unlimited number of packages for tendering or requesting information on materials during the project preparation phase at minimal effort. Flexibility. Possibility of creating projects at all scales and entering all projects information. Drawings, BOQs, specs, as references for suppliers. Expression of interest. Buyers can request expression of interest from suppliers, in order to know early enough if there are enough suppliers interested in tendering for a specific package. Final and best price with full transparency. Buyers can choose one supplier to proceed with in purchases or select a short list of suppliers to ask them to submit their best and final offer. That will help buyers reach a price close to their estimates. Alternative materials. Buyers can ask for alternative materials while creating a package. This opens up the opportunities for a larger array of materials to be presented to them, which might be even more efficient and at a lower price than those they are originally requesting. Levels of authority. Companies can register more than one employee as users with different levels of authority. They can all work together on large-scale projects. Suppliers features. Trust in buyers. Full buyer's company information shall be provided which gives confidence to the supplier prior to signing any contracts. Larger reach to buyers. Suppliers can reach buyers in all geographic regions that they define as areas of their operation while registering in Material Bidders. Tenders and bids notifications. Getting notifications of new tenders or other important dates. Response to tenders. Suppliers can select the tenders received they want to ignore, or express interest in and later on respond to these tenders. Material specialization. Suppliers can register in different materials if they are specialized in more than one. That takes place through selecting the corresponding CSI code to the material they are specialized in, or select from an array of material descriptions. Full technical and financial proposals. Suppliers have the capability to provide technical and financial proposals for the tenders they receive and that they are interested in. Product data sheets, drawings, specifications, and other data can be uploaded in addition to a stamped and signed BOQ from their side.